Hi, I'm Michael Correa, and this is Psych Exam Review. This is a practice question video where we're going to look at 10 practice multiple choice questions related to personality. Before we get to the questions, some quick reminders to always try to come up with your own answer first. So I'll pause after I read the question, but before I show the multiple choice options. And you should use this time to try to think of your own answers. And you might want to pause the video if you need more time. Then you can use the multiple choice answers to guide you. Hopefully you already know what you're looking for. And make sure that you also review any other unfamiliar terms that appear in the question, in the incorrect answer choices, or in the explanation. So let's begin. Which of the following is an example of a reliable self-report frequently used to assess personality in modern clinical settings? Free association, the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, the Rorschach Inkblot Test, the Thematic Apperception Test, the Myers-Briggs Personality Inventory. And this would be B, the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory. The MMPI consists of several hundred statements about the self with true-false response options, and results can be used to compare groups with different diagnoses. Which defense mechanism refers to unconscious forgetting of unwanted thoughts? Regression, rationalization, repression, displacement, reaction formation. And this would be C, repression. Freud believed repression was an important defense mechanism for filling the unconscious with anxiety-provoking thoughts, fears, and desires. Which of the following is not a Big Five personality dimension? Openness to experience, cynicism, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. And this would be B, cynicism. Cynicism is not a Big Five trait. The C in ocean is for conscientiousness, which refers to diligence, organization, industriousness, and a sense of responsibility. Which of the following is an example of self-actualization needs? Friendship and social support, food and water, self-esteem and recognition, safety and security, creativity and personal growth. And this would be E, creativity and personal growth. Self-actualization relates to fulfilling one's fullest potential, and it was the highest level in Maslow's original hierarchy of needs. Carl Jung believed the collective unconscious contained memories of individual experiences, primarily negative experiences, symbolic representations of universal human experiences, the id, ego, and superego, none of the above. And this would be C, symbolic representations of universal human experiences. Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious was that it contained universal symbols and archetypes that were innate and could be recognized across cultures. According to Freud, the Oedipal complex is properly resolved through person-situation debate, a desire to marry and have children, a fear of castration, identification with the same-sex parent, sexual attraction to the opposite-sex parent. And this would be D, identification with the same-sex parent. Freud believed that resolution of the Oedipal complex occurred through identification, in which the child learned to be like the same-sex parent and thereby acquired gender roles. Which of Freud's personality structures operates according to the pleasure principle? The id, the archetype, the superego, the ego, the shadow. And this would be A, the id. The id was the personality structure based on animal instincts and impulsive drives toward pleasure seeking. The Rorschach Inkblot Test is an example of which type of personality assessment? Implicit assessment, self-report, behavioral assessment, experience sampling, projective technique. And this would be E, a projective technique. A projective technique involves presenting ambiguous stimuli for interpretation by the participant, whose responses are then analyzed for recurrent patterns and themes. Which psychologist proposed the concept of reciprocal determinism? Alfred Adler, Karen Horney, Albert Bandura, Abraham Maslow, Carl Rogers. And this would be C, Albert Bandura. Albert Bandura proposed the concept of reciprocal determinism, which considers how our disposition, environments, and previous behaviors all interact to shape personality and influence subsequent behaviors. Individuals with blank are likely to feel more empowered and capable of influencing life outcomes. An internal locus of control, high neuroticism, reduced self-efficacy, an external locus of control, and oral fixation. And this would be A, an internal locus of control. Julian Rotter's locus of control theory suggests that individuals with an internal locus of control feel a sense of responsibility and believe they can influence outcomes, while those with an external locus of control feel outcomes are determined by outside forces, luck, or fate. Okay, so that's the end of these 10 questions. I hope that you did well, and I hope that they challenged you a bit. Make sure that you review any terms that appeared that were difficult or unfamiliar to you, and share any questions or suggestions that you have in the comments. Thanks for watching.